We get this fight. Let's go. And there we go. Boom. Yo guys, what's going on? And welcome back to my channel to another Squad Busters video. In today's video, I will show you an insane build for the Archer Queen, which is also super good for new players, as it is focusing on growing your squad and with that dominating the matches. Let's check it out together. And with that said, thank you everybody for being here again. Really appreciate it. Back at Prepare Your Squad on the main account with another Archer Queen build. And this one is almost similar to the Barbarian King build, and we are playing around the coin stash. Coin stash for sure to grow our squad in the early game as fast, as big as possible. And beside that, we are using for sure the Blazing Light, still one of the best hybrid spells out there, causing damage, stunning and healing you for 20%. So this is pretty similar to the previous build of the Barbarian King, and for sure we are using here also the Wizard for shorter cooldown of all of your abilities. Yes, we can't spam here the Fireball, but we can use the Coin Stash more often, and alongside that for sure the Blazing Light as well, and that suits perfect to the Lean passive, which is boosting our movement speed and the damage output. So we got access to some really short cooldown abilities here, for sure inclusive that Arrow of the Archer Queen, and that's how we want to play it. We want to use the Coin Stash ability as often as possible in the early game, and with that we can also use the arrows as often as possible to farm those monsters, and with that we can grow our squad bigger than ever before in any of the other Archer Queen builds. And with that, we are not using Mavis here once again. We are using the Trader, Heavy and Poco. And if you are not a too experienced player and want to grow your squad even bigger, you can go easily there for a Mavis 4-star or the Craig 5-star if you have any of those, to have some further loot. But since we want to fight even more, we are going here for the Heavy, supplying us with further HP, getting the Hotshot boost and having quite a good damage per second. Trader for the Trader's Potion and Poco for the heal, as this is essential when we are fighting a lot. On the rare side, we got a little bit of a different setup. Since the Wizard is now in our starter squaddy setup, we can use their Dynamite, Frank and Archer. Archer incredible high DPS, which is getting even boosted because it's the Hotshot class. And we're getting a Trader, we're getting the additional Lean damage, so you can see Archer will cause a lot of single target damage. And on the epic side, we got their Max, B and Pam. Well, I thought, why not just use a Pam here and fight around those chests? If you consider a battle healer is buffing your HP, but on the other side, Pam is healing back your HP when you're fighting around the chest, so you can definitely compensate the further HP with healing steadily if you are staying around the chest and fighting there. So let's try it out together and see what we can do there. First game, Dusty Badlands together with Gem Overload. And Gem Overload, well, I prefer those other ones where we have a lot of monsters around, since Gems is kinda secondary as we are fighting a lot here in the Squad League. So let's get ahead and see what we can do here. For sure, we have access to very short cooldowns straight from the start, and we're gonna use all of the abilities as often as possible to get permanently that movement speed boost of the Lean, and you can see how good it is working. We are definitely not too slow here, even though we have no max in our starter setup, and we can open the first chest all for free, as our coin stash is supplying us with one stack each time we open a chest. Could already fight the decay there, but we don't want to do that. We want to grow a little bit bigger. We did now go for the Poco, which is not the best decision, but on the other side, we need the Trader there. I would have preferred the Trader. There was Max. That was maybe a little bit of an issue, since Max should be a preferred pick in the early game whenever you get him. And since we got here access to further loot with the coin stash, we could even get them early, but no worries, guys. As we have the short arrow cooldowns, we want to control the middle and get all of those monsters, so we are not focusing, we don't have to focus on the carrot patches as we have these short cooldowns. We go for another Frank and wait a little bit longer for that heavy split HP, as we want to have a good total squad. Here's another Archer Queen. Let's see, we can get the potion here. Perfect potion in time, and we should be able to get her. Also playing there for sure. Pretty similar squad than I am playing. Can't get her for now. Well played, well played. didn't have that follow-up speed, and now we did choose there the heavy. That was not too good. But let's see. The further HP for sure gonna help us, and since that Poco is healing us percentage based, that's even helping a lot there as well with the steady heal of our units. There's a potion, we took it. Now let's see what we can get here. There's another real player here. Let's see if that is also an Archer Queen. No, it's not. He can for sure escape there, but we got a good amount of his Squaddies. And we're gonna go for the Archer next. And that damage and a little bit further range gonna help us for sure versus the other Archer Queen. And we will have here, interesting, we will have here a freaking Mortis. As you can see, we are not struggling with the size of our squad. We're gonna go again for sure for the potion. And we got him, close fight, but we still got him there and got our lean straight back. Was pretty sure that we're gonna win it. As you all know, right now, you have to be careful. It's okay. We get this fight. Let's go. We got a pretty tanky build here. We got a pretty tanky build with that heavy, and you could see that crazy HP advantage. We just have to cover our Archer Queen here, since the Archer Queen is not gonna get further HP as far as I know from that heavy. The last guy we can't get here. So you can see we got a pretty tanky build here just with that heavy. And we couldn't throw it too big here, but we got a lot of fights. So as you already can see, this is a super nice build. And if you can move around and protect your hero, it is quite sustainable and you can fight the other teams even if they are bigger. And if you have enjoyed the video so far, then definitely don't forget to leave a like and subscribe completely for free to my channel to not miss any Squadbusters content in the future. Second game of the day, Twisting Trails and Loot Goblin Rush. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting because we got the trader there. And with that we got an additional loot here. And we'll have an advantage. So all those modes where we get ton of loot or one coin chest, you have an advantage if you don't have a Mavis or Crack, if you have one further damage dealer in your squad. And that's what we're gonna try to do here. Since we are not looting on the outside too much, we're gonna go here for the middle, where the majority of those goblins is at the early game. And in the 1 minute mark for sure as well, after 1 minute played. And we want to get as early the Poco and for sure the trader in the middle. That heavy was not a too smart decision there. We're gonna have to dodge the other ones. Don't know actually why I did pick him. It was just some auto click from last game there. Gonna go first for the other ones. 14 seconds to get there. Now the trader. There he is. Perfect. Since we need that trader for the middle now, we're gonna get him fused. Ooh, there is an early Archer Queen. We got a good amount of loot. Not perfect, but that's not needed. We got such a good economy here that is not needed, Chad. That's not needed. And now we can go for another heavy here. We got all the commons, yes. HP not gonna really split. It will be split in between the wizard and the heavy. And those two units are actually super solid and we don't want to lose them. So that's not too bad. Gonna go for the damage or the stun reduction here. And as you can see, we got the further HP on our Squaddies. And with that they can fight for sure longer than the other guys. Okay, soon we got there the other minute mark. Gonna get another chest here. Going for an archer. You have 50 coins a chest anyway, so rest doesn't matter too much.
2 minutes. 4 players remaining. 3 players remaining.
Yep, and that's what we're gonna do here. We can fight. And with that Poco, we got so much heal here that we don't really care. And gonna protect the middle there and cover it. Let's go. That was so good.
2 players remaining.
We have to realign our Archer Queen that she is not getting straight focused all the way. So we got one guy only left. Lol. I was not aware of that. Let's see. We can bait there a little bit. We got there the further HP. Needed actually the potion to crack that decay. Or gonna wait for the 1 minute mark. He will have his push ready. And there we go. Boom! Getting the potion mid-fight. Let's go. That was a good game. And you can see how sustainable that team is with that heavy inside and with quite some further of the hotshots. But that wizard is causing that we have so short cooldowns and can completely dominate even without a fireball. So what are your thoughts on this build? This is definitely a really good reliable build, and I think it's a little bit better for new players since you don't have that skill mechanic of the fireball, as you can just grow your squad even bigger than with the other build and can fight in a really good way as your squaddies have some further HP. Placement of the hero is everything here, that the hero is not gonna get crushed, and your squaddies will cause the further damage beside your arrows. So thank you guys for watching and happy busting!